All right, we're back with another one, a wrench and a camera podcast. We still got to work on the intro.
It's all right. We'll get it together.
We got to work on the
We'll get it
intro.
together.
I think the last episode we didn't introduce ourselves, or we didn't do an outro. We kind of just kept on talking and it was just like bye. But it's okay though. Today we're doing something a little different. We got these Popeyes chicken sandwiches.
Apparently, Meg the Stallion sandwiches, which I didn't know about.
With the hottie sauce.
The hottie sauce. Hottie Bugatti. This is going to be interesting because I don't really like hot food like that.
You don't do spicy stuff? You don't like hot stuff?
Not a whole lot. Like, if it's like extremely spicy, I don't think it's going to be extremely spicy, though.
Nah, I don't think we're going to do that.
What's that?
Okay, so it's just a chicken sandwich. No, so we got to add the sauce.
There's sauce on here already.
I don't do pickles.
I got the pickles.
You want pickles?
Yeah, give me the pickles. Probably should get a plate. This one.
Okay, take that.
It's all good.
Yeah, there's not enough on here for me.
They didn't even give me pickles.
It should be on the bottom of the patty.
Oh.
All right.
All right, and this hottie sauce.
Aged cayenne pepper, distilled vinegar, salt, all that hot stuff. There's some honey in there, so it's going to be sweet and spicy.
We just talked about, like, not having an intro. We still need to do an intro. Or, like,
It's okay.
Introduce ourselves.
I was just making it a point.
Oh.
So if that's what we're going for, I'm just letting it be known. Put some of that on there. And let's see.
Ready?
Yeah.
It's not even hot. Is it hot to you?
Mm-mm. I like spicy stuff though.
It's more like sweetie. Like sweet.
Yeah. Put my phone on silent. Yeah, it's alright. Did you have the chicken sandwich when it first came out or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think about it?
It definitely wasn't worth all the hype. It was still a good sandwich though. Don't get me wrong. But for it like being sold out every time I tried to go the first couple of times, and then by the time I did get it, I had to wait like 20 minutes in the store. And there's like nobody but me and two other people in the whole store. I had to wait 20 minutes to get a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a different patty or whatever than everything else, or a different type piece of chicken than everything else.
It's better than McDonald's McChicken.
Definitely.
Kind of up there with Chick-fil-A.
As I put, it's Popeyes, but you gotta get the spicy one. This one's alright. Sorry, Megan. I think you should work on the sauce a little bit more, but
Yeah, I expected the sauce to be hotter. Maybe I'm trying a little bit.
the spicy Popeyes, and then Chick-fil-A, and then everybody else underneath there.
I agree. Overall, not a bad sandwich. Mm-hmm. Okay, I taste a little bit of pepper now. You gotta I had to lay it on thick in one spot for me to taste the pepper.
Probably. Did you have pets growing up?
Yeah, I had a guinea pig named Coco. She liked to eat. She was like brown and white. And then I had a dart frog. He was red.
Okay.
I had to feed him live crickets. That was the experience. And I found
what?
I had to feed him live crickets.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes I was little. Sometimes they get loose inside the house. My mom would freak out.
All right.
And then we had a dog named Max. A little, I know he's mixed. He's mixed with like a terrier or something else. Can't remember.
Did you name the dog? Or
My sister did. Yeah. That's about it.
Did Max get into stuff that he wasn't supposed to?
Yeah. You know, we tore up shoes, tore up a couch. Sometimes. That's pretty bad. What about you?
My dog Creed, right?
Ooh.
He's a Labrador American Bulldog mix. We got him from my wife's coworker. Trained as my first pet. My first pet. Growing up, I wanted one. Then I got older and I didn't really want one. Got married. Opportunity showed itself, and I was like, I guess so. It's free. Why not? Let's do it, right? Okay. It's a pretty good relationship, but this dog here, all right, like,
Hey, what happened? it was that bad?
So like, we got this sandwich, right? If he was here right now, he'd be like all up on. He doesn't actually do it to me all the time, but like if it's my son or my wife, he's like all up on their plate, all up in their mouth, trying to smell, see what's going on or whatever, and then like he'll disappear. And what I realize is when he disappears, he's plotting. He's like, oh, they probably about to go somewhere. If they leave me out, I'm gonna get some.
Okay.
No, all right, go pick up my son. Mind you, this isn't even really like a 5-minute drive. Literally, I leave my neighborhood. I live like in the front of my neighborhood. To the light, cross the street, pick my son up, come back. Whole rotisserie gone. He got on the counter, ate the whole rotisserie. It was gone. I got no rotisserie. Before that, I left to go to work, but the dog was still out. But I didn't know where he was. So I just thought he was in his cage or he was like still sleeping or whatever. He was underneath my son's bed. And my wife was already gone. She comes home, but I'm already at work at this point. She goes, he ate the Skittles.
The Skittles?
The Skittles. Skittles has got food in my mouth, talking and stuff. Skittles has gummies now.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Okay. I'm not really a huge Skittles fan. I like sour stuff and sour candy, sour gummies or whatever. But I saw that they have gummies now, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll try those out. When I was eating them, he was going crazy. Like, yo, what is that smell? Can I have some? So I didn't think anything of it the next day. Everything's gone. She was like, why are there gummies on the counter? Why is there some gummies on the floor or whatever? And his favorite thing to do is, like, he'll run from the kitchen with whatever. Like, if he gets a treat, he'll run from the kitchen and he'll go on, like, the couch. And, like, that's, like, his spot to eat or whatever. So, like, yeah, he does that. He ate salsa verde Doritos. He ate, like, and it's not like we don't give him treats. Sometimes, hey, man, sometimes Caleb don't finish his breakfast. Sometimes they don't finish their food. Sometimes I don't finish my food. Hey, man, he eats a little bit of rice and chicken, like real rice and chicken or whatever. Go ahead. I mix it in with your bowl. Eat your stuff. But, yeah, he was.
That's the thing, though. When they get a taste of human food, it's way better than the
dog food.
So they'll be like, once they get a hit of it, they're like, oh, I want some more. And start sniffing.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. I don't know if that.
That happens like everybody. Our dog did that too.
Yeah. We got Pikachu here.
Oh yeah, I figured like he's about to like Sleeping Pikachu. But no, I figured we add something.
Pop a color.
Pop a little bit. He's about to fall. Might toss him down here. There we go. So yeah, Mike suggested that maybe we switch out Pokemon every single episode.
Yeah.
So I think I got this from Target. If y'all know where else to get some other Pokemon, let me know so I can go pick some up. Eventually, I'll.
You still play? Still play?
No.
No.
I play like. Remember Pokemon Go came out?
Yeah.
So I played that for like a little bit. But
I downloaded the app. I never touched it because I realized we weren't doing like. Do you do battle? You don't do battles in Pokemon Go, do you?
I don't know if you can do that. You probably can do it now. At first, it was like I started it when like really first came out. You really can't do anything but like catch them. And then I also wasn't like trying to like go out of my way.
Yeah, that's not what I'm
do
for. No.
So
the whole purpose for me. I'm trying to fight. I'm gonna do my turn-based battling.
like
right?
I know you can like they have gyms that you can fight, but as far as like other people, I don't know if they actually did that or if it's a thing now. But yeah, that Pokemon Go lasted probably like a week for me.
Yeah, we got the Switch, the Nintendo Switch, like probably like during like the beginning of the pandemic or whatever. We like went to the Orange Park Best Buy, and they're like, Southside Best Buy has one like by the town center, and I think they got like one or two left. So like if you go, we could hold it for you right now if you're gonna go tonight. So like we got it, we got Smash Brothers, we got Mario Kart, because like we didn't know what this whole pandemic thing was gonna be.
Yeah.
So she was like, I'm not finna be in the house with a 7-year-old
In the house bored. Bored in the house. And
Bored
I'm in the
out
house
there,
bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. I think that's how it goes.
So we got that. So, but I always joked about buying everybody the Switch Lights and buying everybody Pokemon so we could be Pokemon masters together. So
Okay.
I don't know. We might do that one day. Because it really, I mean, it's not that expensive or whatever. But she was like,
Like the Switches?
yeah, like the lights are like $150 or.
Oh, I don't know how much the lights are. I know like I was trying to
Yeah.
actually buy a Switch.
Yeah.
And like drugs is like $600 on eBay.
Oh, it's because there's a there's
Yeah, some shortage or whatever.
everything. There's a shortage on everything.
And I was like, bruh.
Yeah, there's a shortage on
I'm not
everything.
even like the PS5.
Shortage.
As much as I want one, I'm not paying overpriced. Like my friend paid like $700 for it. I was like, I'm not paying over.
What game? There's no games out right now.
There's a couple games, but to me, it's like in a year or two, the price is gonna go down anyway.
Yeah, games done got whacked though. Everyone's doing this microwave lollipop game type stuff. These Minecrafts, and everybody wants to be Fortnite, and bro.
Yeah, those like Fortnite type games, MMOs are like pretty popular now. Like Warzone is popular.
Yeah, there's
What
no
else?
thought to the game at all. They're just go in here.
2K still alive. 2K still alive.
You mean the same basketball game that we've been playing?
Hey man, shoot, it's still selling. People still.
You a
play.
big 2K? You play Madden 2K or whatever? All the sports? So
I don't play Madden. Like literally, okay. So here's what happens when I play Madden. I don't know. Like, if I didn't realize how many plays there were.
yeah,
There's a lot. I go to one play. I do a Hail Mary play. The entire game. The entire game. Hail Mary, and sometimes I win, sometimes I don't.
right.
If I win, I talk a lot of trash. So like, I literally just threw the ball down the field the entire game.
I'm not a big sports person, so I don't know what any of that stuff means. So like, everyone was like, "Oh, you don't want to play Madden?" I was like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I just know to catch the ball."
Did you play? You play Fight Night?
I played. I had Street. Remember when the street ball games?
NFL Street.
NBA Street. I had NBA
Street?
Street. I had. So basketball was better playing to me on the video games than football was.
Yeah. I see that.
And then on the GameCube, that's when they had Mario Luigi and Peach were like guest characters or whatever.
Oh
Yeah. You had like the special.
Yeah. That's pretty fun.
You do like your super or whatever. The lights go off, and then the ball's glowing, and it's like a firecracker or whatever.
Yeah, I think that was like NBA Jams.
Yeah, so I did that, but I didn't do Madden or any. I played Fight Night. Remember what's the game with Afro Thunder? Remember that guy? It was like on the 64 and PS2. It wasn't Fight Night, but it was like it was another boxing game like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
But yeah, that game. My cousins had that game, and they were like super big into wrestling. Like I watched it, but like they were super big into wrestling, and then we played those over there. Those were my sports games. But that was my whole like. I don't watch sports or that much TV with like real people in it because like I'm in the real world, and that was my thought process. So like if I'm playing video games or watching TV, it needs to be something that's like making my imagination go.
Oh, okay.
So like I like watching art and stuff like that. Some more animes and cartoons or like Prince of Persia. Remember that game?
Oh, that was fun.
That was one of my favorite games. Gears of War, Halo. Well, I had a GameCube, then I had a 360. And then when the 360 died the third time, that's when we got the PS4. And I regret that. I should have bought an Xbox.
I had the 360. Yeah, I think you talking about like the 3 Rings of Death.
Yeah.
But I also had a friend who he like hacked the system so to the point where you just download games onto it. And apparently like Microsoft figured out what systems had it. Yeah. And then they like shut off their subscription or whatever.
Dang it, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And so after that I was like,
that is wild.
After that, and at that time PlayStation their live or whatever was free. Yeah. So I was like, I'll just get a PlayStation. It's still cool games, especially Uncharted. Yeah. I played Uncharted a lot.
So that was the extent of the gaming or whatever.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. I don't play as much
anymore. No, I don't play as much. I got this adulting thing is so stupid. So like when I was younger, I remember like so the GameCube games were like $40. That's when video games were like $40 or whatever. So like Scrabble my allowance money or whatever, or I have my allowance money, then my parents pay the other half or whatever. However we made it work. That's how I had the game. And I remember having like 20, 30 games or whatever. And like now as an adult, you look at your games, you're like, bro, I got 10 games. That's $60 a pop. That's $600. That's plus tax. That's I could have did this with that. I could have did that with that.
Hey, the best advice I give you is don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
And then they're not. It's like I said, they're not the same. So like, I got Street Fighter 5. I think Street Fighter 4 is better than Street Fighter. Have you played Street Fighter 5?
I probably have. I wouldn't play. I haven't played enough to tell you what the difference is.
Okay, I like 4 better than 5. Like they got pretty decent mechanics in 5, but I feel like 4 overall is like a better game. I'm by no means like a professional Street Fighter person. I mean, I could get busy, but I'm not.
He's like, I'm not a professional.
Yeah, I can get busy. I am not at competing level with Street Fighter. But
like, you will not walk alone.
Yeah, please don't be like, oh, what's your gamer tag? I need to know right now. Call me. No, don't do that. Don't do that to me. I had Destiny 2. Well, I have Destiny 2, but I stopped playing. I had Division, stopped playing. And then it's like, also where I live, I have bad internet too. So it's like, it doesn't even make sense for me to put myself to that heartache and headache and frustration trying to play and then just be cut out.
Right, I feel you.
And we play a lot of Lego. I play a lot of the Lego Batman, Lego Marvel, whatever with my son.
I can never get into those. Like it'll be fun for like a little bit, but I like literally probably with like 20 minutes.
It's for my son. Yeah. It's because I'm a dad. I don't.
Yeah. I had it because the only time I played it was like it was quite a few long time ago.
Do they even make rated T games anymore? It's like it's either M or E.
That's actually pretty true.
It's like a decent.
That's actually pretty true.
If it's decent, If it's straight, it might be. Yeah, if it's E, it's gonna be all right unless it's Smash Brothers or Mario Kart for the Switch. And then anything other than that, unless you're playing a racing game, if you're into racing, I guess. Or
Yeah, the racing stuff.
2K.
Yeah, those are all E. But yeah, I didn't really think about that. I don't even know if they made T's anymore. I think it kind of like eventually, kind of just like
I just go in the rabbit hole, man. I go down and just start thinking about this random stuff.
just go
Or whatever. Like the Lego games. Like I love playing with my son and doing dad stuff, but I legit be falling asleep. Like once we beat it and do certain things or whatever, I legit be falling asleep with the controller in my hand. And then there was a point in time in my life where I could play a video game. I played Need for Speed Carbon for 12 hours straight.
That was fun. That was the one where they started the drifting, right, in the canyons. Was that the canyon one?
That was that one.
That one, I love that one.
It was after Most Wanted, Carbon, Pro Street, and then Need for Speed went downhill after that.
I hated Pro Street. It got too like realistic.
It grew on me. I wanted to return the game so bad, but when you go back to GameStop, though.
Oh, you're not getting your money back at all.
Oh, you spent $40 for this?
I give you 10.
11 cents, best offer. No negotiation.
that should be wild. And they turn around and sell it for full retail price. I mean, bro, what? What?
You're just a little kid. Like, here's my money.
Bro, GameStop is so bad, bro.
Gangsters, the original mafia. GameStop. That's who they are. That's probably run by the mob. Has to be.
Are they even still around?
GameStop, yeah, GameStop's still around. They got. I mean, GameStop now they have a lot of like pop culture stuff in there.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Funko Pops. And
kind of as far as like actually buying games, like a lot of it's just digital now. Like
yeah, you could buy them.
Like, I don't buy any physical copy games. If I do buy a game,
yeah,
download it straight to the system. Call it a day. That's crazy. But anyway, have you heard about the new Z06?
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
It is the LT6 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8 600. It's about near 700 horsepower from a naturally aspirated.
Yeah,
it's literally if they add boost to this motor or whatever they're gonna do to the ZR1, because the whole time I'm like, dang. The top of the line Z06 is basically perfect. Like 670 horsepower. Do an 8-speed do it like it's almost no drivetrain loss. Like it's probably 600 to the wheels, if that. If they could get a tune to that thing, you probably get 670 to the wheels.
Yeah, I was like, when they had released it, I was like, this might be like the most perfect stock car.
It's the best looking vet ever. It has carbon. You could get a package where you get carbon fiber wheels, 20-inch front, 21 in the back. Like literally, it's boosting flames. That's all you need, really. Just
I haven't like. I think this is the first time like they released something. I haven't heard like any complaints.
Yeah, like everybody is just like, yo, this is great.
And if there were complaints, it's like literally just like nitpicking.
Yeah, the Zora is the guy that created the Corvette. He wanted it to be mid-engined when it first came out, but because of like they wanted the Corvette to be like the working man's car or whatever, so there's a certain price point that they were trying to hit. So then, every other iteration they like kept trying to do it, didn't make sense, and now we're here. What a time to be alive. So last week we talked about the 1,000 horsepower crate engine that Chevy is dropping, and now they have a flat plane crank V8 that 670 horsepower. Like,
I think it's definitely changed the way future supercars are gonna be made.
Yeah.
After that, I think they just like they set the bar so high.
Yeah, but it's like let's see.
For what you can get out the gate.
Yeah. Because if I could get 670, 700, $800 and not even spend six figures. I mean, I don't. Why would I? Just because of a name? I guess I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna spend more money because of someone else. I mean, I guess so. I mean, not to discredit Lamborghini, Ferrari,
I mean,
or whatever.
at that point, I think it's more so like
Heritage or whatever.
heritage or brand loyalty. Like,
Yeah,
you usually so like BMW owners usually when they have a BMW young, there's like always just rock with BMWs.
Yeah.
forever.
Maybe I guess so. I mean, Did your parents have a bunch of Hondas?
No, like okay, so my stepdad had a Buick. We also had a Highlander. I don't think we ever really had a Honda. They might have had like a Civic, something when they were younger, or like a Toyota, like for their first car.
Yeah.
That's about it. And they like, I don't know. We're from up north Philly, like old dirt. Like there's just like comfort vehicles. Yeah. Is more like. So I guess we're going off a tangent. So my first car I wanted to get was supposed to be like this nice built Honda off of Craigslist.
Okay.
Right, and it was a stick, and my parents were like, "No, you can't get it because we don't know how to drive stick."
Okay.
And then when we get like a real car, but then I ended up getting.
Gotta speak up, bro.
So yeah, my first car I wanted to get was a stick. They didn't know how to drive stick, so that was the reason that if I remember, that was the reason they said I couldn't get it. But I know they also wanted me to get a brand new car, but they ended up getting a Dodge. Long story short, hated that car.
Yeah,
but they're like the cars that they've had, it's just more like either great utility or luxury.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Like
we were so now that you said, I guess people. So my dad had this Isuzu Impulse. That was when we were like really young though, and then they had a Honda Civic. Or was it Civic or Accord? I don't know. So those two. And then there was like a little bit like of they're just buying this and buying that and buying this, buying that or whatever. Like my dad was going through like midlife crises or something. It was like it was wild. He was buying stuff.
He's just buying. He's like midlife crises. More than one.
He was just buying stuff and then selling it. He'll get something and then he'll get something else and then whatever. But then when we moved into the house, they got the Highlander, which was my first car, which later on being my first car, and then they got a Sequoia and they got a Tundra. So I guess that's kind of sort of where my brand loyalty comes from. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know,
something like that.
Cause I think I've seen a lot of Dodges in my family growing up, but I don't like Dodge.
Well,
these days, Dodge, the opposite
effect. Dodge was not a great company until recently, and then what is it? Mercedes, Fiat owns them.
Fiat owns Mercedes now?
No, Fiat owns Dodge.
Oh, okay.
But if you work on a Dodge and like look underneath or whatever, you'll see like Mercedes stamps on like some of the parts or whatever. So like car industry. That's how
I know my god uncle, like he buys all like the Mercedes. He loves Mercedes.
Yeah.
He was working for GMC when he was younger and then got in some of the like better cars and started working at Mercedes for a little bit.
Yeah.
Started working at Mercedes for a little bit. And then every few months, I swear, he gets like a different Mercedes, all decked out and everything.
Do you like Mercedes? Do you care for them or anything like that? Do they do anything for you?
They're cool. It's just like a luxury. I don't know. It's just
I don't think Mercedes has never really been of a top. Like I like Audi. Audi was my favorite.
Yep.
German out of like the big three out of Europe. It'd be Audi, then BMW, and then Mercedes. But even when I put Mercedes at the bottom, like I didn't know of any Mercedes to get necessarily. So then like just being on social media, just talking to random people, whatever. He was like, "Yeah, man, the E55." So I guess the E55 is what started the horsepower wars.
Okay.
So it's like a 5-liter V8 supercharged. and then like it's stupid. Like you can just tune it, just tune it or whatever, and you're tens.
Wow. Okay.
Full bolt-ons or whatever. Now you're like running nines. You switch out the pulley, do all that cool stuff. You're running nines, 4 doors, V8 supercharger. I mean, what else do you want?
Right.
So it's the E55, and then the C63 AMG, the older one with the 6.3 liter in it. I like those. I mean, it was kind of thinking about getting the C63 before I got the F. Like, I just entertained the idea or whatever. But those would be the 2 Mercedes I'd own. And then like if freaking stock market or someone just gives me like a couple $1 million, I'd buy the AMG GTR, GTS, that's whatever that that one is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it there.
Hey, okay. But yeah, back to the Z06. I think for what you get out the box,
yeah,
is definitely other companies probably step the game up a little bit after that.
Yeah, it's well, here in America they will do that to each other. Like when so the Mustang is the only one of the pony cars, muscle cars or whatever that's never stopped production, right?
Yeah.
So for a while you could kind of see like the Mustang they weren't really pushing the envelope or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then when Chevy and Dodge came back out with the Challenger and the Charger and the Camaro or whatever, it was like, oh snap, I gotta get my weight up again. So like then they came back out with the 5.0, the Coyote came out, and then Chevy did this, and then Dodge did this, and then Mustang was like, I raise you, and then like it kept on going. So now it's like, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Corvette's definitely setting the bar there. But I guess it would be like a GT500 competitor, because Ford doesn't necessarily. I mean, they have the GT, but that's like it's like $500,000 car or $1 million car or whatever. I don't know. It's out of my price range.
My boss has one, GT350.
Yeah,
it is nice.
Very nice. It's actually a dream car of mine. I'm getting one day.
Yeah, he went from a Hellcat.
Yeah,
to his GT350, and just like randomly just bought it.
It's out of nowhere.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna ever do American again. I just have too many bad experiences.
You were talking about bad things, right? So they released the end picture of the engine, right?
Yeah.
So
oh, is this the one about the starter?
Yeah,
the starter?
where the starter's at. It's
yeah,
in the valley.
I was like,
it's in the valley. So
that sucks. I know every single mechanic was looking at that. It was like FML.
Oh my god, yeah. Starter's gonna be like 8 hours worth of labor. That's what I'm charging. So I'm charging to do 8 hours.
You better hope your starter don't go out.
That looks like a big old giant. So yeah, the old Cadillacs used to do that back in the day. They had the starter in the valley. I don't know if any other manufacturer has that, but yeah, big old giant headache. Get down there just to change that out. That's hilarious, actually.
Dang. Yeah, right. I remember you saying something about like the Toyota MR2. They're making like what's up with that? They're making like another one I guess redoing it like they're
okay. Toyota a while back, it's a while ago, they said no more boring cars, right? So
okay.
You could see 90s. I mean, technically, if you really want to look at like, what's the word? Objectively, the Supra wasn't really that great of a car back then. Okay. because you still had to do all that. So imagine modding that car back then. It was still relatively a lot because inflation and blah, 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 blah. And then Toyota ECUs are notoriously hard to crack. But once you crack them, now you got the power of God, you know, in your 3 pedals. All right?
You're now into the Matrix.
Yeah, you're the one now. So now if whatever happened, I think they said that the Japanese economy crashed or whatever, and then that's why all the sports cars went away, and that's why only the selective ones were here, there, everywhere. So Toyota focused on their money makers, you know, the Corolla, the Camry, the Highlander, the Tacoma, which is why they do certain things a certain way and why they don't necessarily take the risk, I guess. So like if you notice the BMW 3 Series, okay, their cycle for a car generally is like 5 years, which is like the general, like, okay, 5 years, we put out this car, we're going to make improvements, and by like the 5th year or whatever, it's gonna be like the final. This should be perfect, or we're just gonna move on to the next thing. That's what BMW does. That's why the M3, like the E36, E46, E90, F80, and now the G80 is out. Like, they just keep on pushing the envelope. What Toyota does, they do, I forgot what's the word, but it was like a word, like a Japanese word for like they will keep on working on it. So like if it's really, like literally, like in sales training over there and technical training, they literally say, if it's not broke, we're not gonna fix it. Like if it works, it works, and this is what we're gonna do. So that's why you'll see something that like they'll go like 10 years. It's just because it works and it sells. Like the Camry or the Corolla is like the #1 selling vehicle in the world.
Yeah, isn't the I think the TRD is when they actually started pushing it a little more towards like.
So it's like
kind of towards like a
body appearance arrows or whatever, but so they said no more boring cars. It's kind of sort of like a tangent, but they're like, well, sports cars don't necessarily make the money, right? And we're not necessarily a sports car company, especially, you know, if like we fire or like everybody that was in that division either got let go, fired, or is in another department now. Yeah. So we're not really racers, so we don't do none of that. So then they came out with the GT86 FRS.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or well, it was FRS, now it's the GT86. They partnered with Subaru, developed a platform, boom. So they brought back the old school. The Corolla used to be rear-wheel drive before it was front-wheel drive, and then, you know, how that, because economy, oil prices, reasons, boring. So then fast forward, FT1 comes. Well, the Super concepts coming out or whatever, because Nissan was like, "Hey, Godzilla's back! R35, boom, hear me." You know, and then like it's literally the fastest car on the planet because reasons, science, powered by Goku. So everyone's like looking at Toyota, like, is the Super coming back? And they're like, yeah. So then LFA comes out. LFA, beautiful car, sounds great. It's not exactly what we're looking for because it's too expensive, and I think it beat the GTR one year. Then Nissan was like, I raise you, and then came back out the next year, beating her. Like every year the GTR got faster and faster. But now we are in 2020. Supra comes out, partnered with BMW. Come to find out, it's more BMW than Toyota.
Well, I heard the reason for that. Like, they said if Toyota was to do it completely on their own, it'd be way more expensive.
Yeah, so it'd be like GTR prices right now. So some people are saying, like, you know, I mean, why don't you just do it? I mean, I could go on a whole tangent on that, but we don't have time for that. I'm trying to answer this question.
I was like, I already get like a long history lesson. I don't even know most of this stuff. I'm just chilling, just like, all right.
So they did that, save money. So they're trying to not have boring cars or whatever.
Yeah.
So then they're talking about, well, let's do the MR2. So then now they're talking about partnering with Porsche to do it. So then, if you know, the MR2 is a rear engine, rear-wheel drive vehicle.
I could actually, that makes a lot of sense.
So and then who does rear-wheel drive?
Porsche.
Rear engine. So Porsche does that the best. That's their bread and butter. And actually, I was talking to a coworker about like how Porsche. If you look at Porsches, do you say Porsche or Porsche?
Porsche. Well, I say Porsche.
I say Porsche. All right. So
I don't think it matters at the end of the day.
Like if you look through them, like if you looked at every Porsche every year, you probably couldn't tell the difference. Like when they said, "Hey, the new Porsche is out," or whatever. But if you skipped like 5 years or whatever, you'd be like, "Oh snap, the new Porsche is crazy." But like you didn't know that that's 5 generations of Porsche.
Yeah.
5 generations of Porsche. Because Porsche was like, they have a guy that have a drawing or whatever, then like he'll like, I don't know, I guess he erases a line, adds a line somewhere else, and like boom, new Porsche, everybody buy it, and like everyone buys it. Everyone's like, this car is amazing. And next year, the same guy does the same thing.
All right, take the little bit off that line, puts this right here, add this little line right here. Hey,
everyone buys it. I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, there's more into it or whatever, but on the surface level, that's just what it is. To me,
okay.
At least that's what I like. That's what when I look at Porsche, that's what I see. And they're also the if it's not broke, don't fix it people. Yeah. So like, it's been a flat 6 rear-wheel drive vehicle this whole entire time, all day, every day, 24/7. That's it. So they stopped saying that they're gonna make the MR2. Now the rumor mill's going again, so they're talking about doing it or whatever. I wasn't necessarily a big MR2 fan because I only knew, well, for the longest time I only knew about like, I don't think in the past episodes we talked about any of your shoots or like your photography. So photography.
All right.
What is you do photos and video. You shoot cars, apparently models. You do businesses as well. You do portraits.
Yes, sir.
Do you do like landscaping and stuff too?
I don't post it, but yes, sometimes I do it.
Okay. Well, Marino's shoots everything. So what's your favorite thing to shoot?
People.
All right.
Yeah. Like I like yeah, I know if you look on Instagram, like you see a whole bunch of stuff, but everything is more so revolved around people, especially lately.
Yeah.
Like the people I've included, like now I take pictures of like cars. I try to include the owner sometimes. Yeah. Like a couple pics. I just like everything is pretty much surrounded around people. I just think like they're so interesting. Like everyone's interesting, has their own story, the reason they're interested in whatever, this or that. Yeah. Whatever they're happy about. So I just like doing that. So yeah, when I got into photography because of car and videos, because of cars. I like watching the car videos of the shows and stuff like that. Yeah. And then also like follow this photographer named Anaris. She does like street photography in New York. Like very like cinematic, like looks like movie stills and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's when I kind of wanted to get in like portraits and stuff too. So, but I mean, I like shooting everything. I just like, my whole thing was like, I mean, for a long time, I kept going back and forth to use like, what should I post? Like, should I do this? Should I do that? How many
everything.
Accounts?
Marino, post everything.
It's like,
post everything.
I was like, yeah, but I was like, our whole thing is like, like people are like, oh, well, you can't really grow that fast.
Everybody
you have a niche.
Listen, Your social media can be monetized. It is literally an advertisement for yourself. Everyone likes to get on there and ha ha he he at memes and like ignorant stuff. But like if you have like a skill and set of talents or whatever, like Marino does, post everything. Post everything. Post everything. Marino was like, "Hey man, what should I post?" We're good, we're on.
Check. All right, yeah, we're good.
That sounded very loud on the laptop though. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
doing
all
our
I'm
thing.
saying.
Or is it all the way? I don't know.
I don't raise any. I don't understand why people are like, you talk too low, because I can hear myself clearly. Even on my phone, I can hear it clearly. But you know,
I don't know.
some people are just deaf. Whatever.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah. You guys. There's something wrong with your ears. There's nothing wrong with our mouths. Okay. It's not that we've been quiet all our lives. You guys haven't been listening. You guys haven't been listening.
You gotta listen.
You gotta listen.
Listen.
We are back. Yes, we are back because
We had some
lost
technical
audio.
technical
lost audio.
difficulties.
I was just talking, and Marina looked down and said, "Hey, I don't think we got any of that."
I'm like, the light's not on no more.
Yeah, so the batteries died. So we're just gonna finish this episode, and then I guess if we have to revisit topics,
Yeah,
we will, because the audio's in the air.
Hopefully, you guys heard the rest of Mike's history lesson.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's just between me, Marino, and God. So you guys and Pikachu on the couch. Nobody else got that except for us here. So we talk about cars a lot. It's called A Wrench and a Camera because I guess if you want to break it down in simplest forms, I'm the wrench, Marino is the camera. So you do photography.
Yes.
You shoot cars, you shoot people, businesses, you do videos,
Yep.
landscape, apparently. What is your favorite thing to take pictures of?
Favorite thing to take pictures of is people.
Video, I guess. Would you say same thing for video as well?
Yeah, it's more. Yeah. It's I don't know. I feel like an actual person in a video or in a photo
Yeah.
gives it more feeling or makes it more interesting than just like, you know, like I love car photos and stuff. Obviously, I've taken hundreds of them,
Right.
but at a certain point, it's like it's only so much you can do. It's the car.
Yeah.
After you know, they all start looking the same at the point, and you do what you can, but there's no real emotion out of it.
Right.
But you add people to it, it's always different. It's never the same. So that's what I like.
So you like doing. Oh, you know what? You said you want to have like your own magazine or whatever. So like, I guess maybe when we do your website, you could have like blog things as well.
Yeah. So
and then add articles or whatever each time.
yeah. So they I don't know. We actually like. I think we mentioned it on the first podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know how in depth we got with it, but it's something I've been talking to like one of my other friends too on the side about like what I can do. I'm looking like at other people, and how they do it. But the goal is to like, because I like people so much too, and what I've been incorporating a lot more into my stuff.
Yeah.
The goal is to have a magazine that focuses on the people that I shoot for different things. So like, with cars, focus on the people who drive them.
Yeah.
The businesses, brands I work with, the people who run them.
Yeah.
The models, more about them, stuff like that, getting
Right.
to know them a little bit. So all of it's pretty much like an endeavor to get people to get closer to each other, not just become like a face or a picture
Yeah.
when scrolling, but to actually like come across it. So especially if you come across my page at some point, you'd be like, oh, I read about this person. Like, you know, a couple cool little details about them.
Yeah. And
Or-
they like, comment, share, subscribe to
Yeah.
the IG, to the YouTube, and you listen to us on Spotify, and coming to you soon on Apple and Anchor, and we're on Anchor as well.
Apple
Yep.
Music, I've been having trouble figuring out how to get that on there. Like, I lie. If anybody knows how to do that.
And you have Android? You have Android.
I have iPhone now.
Switch to the dark side, guys. It's changing.
I mean,
right
I
before my
have
eyes.
look. I have an Apple laptop. I have an iPad. I was like, might as well. Makes it a lot easier.
Make everything easier. Next thing I know, he's gonna have Apple TV. He's gonna have an Apple Watch.
Nah, I do want an Apple Watch, low key though. I don't plan on using it. It just looks nice on my.
Everything's just gonna be white and have bitten apples everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Okay, all right.
It's gonna be a stuffed. It's gonna be a stuffed bitten apple on the couch next episode. That's how it takes.
I used to say apple's bad because of the whole like fruit thing, Garden of Eden.
Nah, I didn't know that was a thing. I was just picking fun.
I used to make fun of people. The apple, like, I joined the dark side.
Okay, so you have an iPhone. Now, what iPhone do you have?
iPhone 12 Pro.
And coming from a
Android, coming from a Samsung 9, Galaxy 9.
Galaxy 9. What are the differences? Or
Okay, so when I first got it, like, I noticed immediately all the apps work smoother.
Yeah.
And they even like look differently.
I heard about that. Like all the app companies test, like, everything is tested for iPhone.
Yeah.
And then Android is kind of like second thought or whatever.
Yeah. And I didn't notice it was that big of a difference until I actually got the iPhone. Like, like re-uploaded all my apps and stuff onto it. And I was like, it's completely different look and feel.
Right.
For it. It was like crazy to me because I didn't really think it would be that different, but it is. I like it. Everything's smooth. It works in connection to my laptop. I can easily just airdrop photos and stuff of it from there to here, files that I need, especially with just me for personal use.
Right.
For me to upload on my own Instagram, it's easy to do that. Just the connectivity between all their, like, the whole Apple ecosystem.
Yeah. Ecosystem. The Apple universe. Apple Galaxy. We are Apple.
A little too far there, but everything just like works together seamlessly. Which I really like, and it's really useful too. So for a long time I was like, I'm never joining Apple. I don't need an iPhone. My phone works perfectly fine. It did work perfectly fine. Yeah, but to the point where I was like, I had an opportunity to get one, and I was like, well, it makes sense.
Why not?
So, but yeah, I love it now. So I don't think.
What about Okay, so you have your cameras. Do you ever prefer your phone over your camera? Or do you... Okay, well, first, hold on. First question is...
Okay.
Well, I guess the 9 and the 12 are like different generations, but I guess what...
The 9, 9 and 12 are like vastly apart.
Okay, so that's not a fair question. How you take pictures on my
iPhone? Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like that?
Actually, they come out like really crisp.
Okay, so then how do you like that compared to your actual camera? I guess we could
actual camera. It's way better just because it's the actual camera.
Right.
It's solely focused on images, and like I can also edit. Like I can edit the iPhone stuff too if I really wanted to. But like if I want to take a picture on my phone, it's usually because I want to take something quick.
Yeah.
And I don't really care about like going in deep edits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like, it's nice. I can post it on my story or whatever. Something quick and easy, not a professional look to it. Mm-hmm. But the camera stuff was like when I'm out, like, oh, I really want to make this like really nice, professional, so I can use it. Right. Not just for Instagram, but whenever I get it, like the website and all these other platforms. Yeah. It's just, that's what I got it for. To use that. Right.
And then you have, how many actual cameras do you have?
I just have one now. I had two. I sold it. Actually, probably going to get another one in a couple months.
All right.
So, I don't know. The goal is probably have at least 2 or 3 cameras.
Yeah. Will they all be like the same? I don't even know how.
Same. They'll be the same brand.
They'll be the same brand, but will they be the same?
Like models.
I guess. Strength? Is strength the right word for that?
I see where you're going. They'll all be able to like.
Because like
they'll be a little different. But I know for me, wanting to get more, like trying to get focused more on video as of recently. Yeah. I do want them all to obviously be at least shoot 4K. Right. 30 frames.
Like, and you like video more than just snapping pictures?
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, like, I like video more than pictures. And I started off doing a lot of videos. And I just got into photos and didn't really do a lot of videos. Yeah. But now, like, I feel like my photo game is on point a little bit. So I can focus more on the videos because it's been slacking a little bit. And I got a whole lot to learn. So, but we're getting there.
Yeah. So I feel like because we lost audio, part of me is like, Marino's the homie, so I could talk to Marino all the time. But I feel like we should come to a close, but I got more questions.
All right, how about we do? Because I'm pretty sure we're like over an hour at this point.
Yeah,
we'll do like
hopefully
one more question.
Maybe. Okay, so per video,
I feel like we could have just had a whole podcast dedicated to this.
just to this one part. Throw a shot at Marino. Why aren't you just uploading the videos you got, man? The people need to see them, man.
You can say it louder if you want to say it louder.
Always tell this guy he has he's sitting on gold, and he's just like, nah, man, I should really open up another page on IG. And I was like, why would you do that? He was like, well, this is my car page, and like this is my modeling page, and then this is my business page.
Okay, all right. So here's my reasoning for like going back and forth.
And it's gonna make sense. Listen to Marino. Listen to him talk. Go ahead.
All right. So first, the very first time I got the camera, I started doing a couple of portraits just for friends and stuff and some random stuff, right?
Right.
And then I started hanging around car groups, like hanging around you more, and then going to all these car stuff.
Yeah.
And eventually, just became a bunch of car people with a bunch of car pics. I'm like, well, now I'm just gonna be known as the car guy.
Facts. Right.
Which I don't like. It's cool, but like. No, I don't want to be known as just the car guy.
Yep, this is all factual statements.
There's limitations to that, and I can only get so far, and there's so much other stuff that I'm good at.
Right.
Than just doing car stuff.
So much other stuff that he's good at. Remember that. All right, go ahead.
I feel like you're about to come back at me. Right. So then I was like, all right, well, I like doing portraits, so I want to do portraits, but I can't post portraits on my page because then everyone's going to be looking at me weird. Like, well, we came here, we follow you for your cars. Why is there a picture of a person on here? Why is there a girl on here? So I was like, all right, what if I just start another page just for portraits?
Right. And then also makes sense.
Right. And then, so at one point I did have 2 pages. I technically still do have 2 pages. And then I was like, all right, I'll post all that stuff. I'll focus on cars for New Hype. And then my other page, I'll just be like everything else. Right.
Right.
And then I was like, well, dang, now it's hard. Like, first of all, I already suck at like consistently posting on social media. Yeah. And like being active and social on it with 1 page. And now I'm trying to run 2 pages.
Hey guys, I just want you to take a step. Like, me and Marino didn't plan wearing a black shirt, black pants, black socks.
I think, to be honest, it's just
or having black beads on. Me and Marino are practically the same guy.
I didn't notice that.
I knew Marino wasn't going to post all this stuff on here, but I also know Marino's very amazing at what he does when he's focused. All right? So my whole thing was, Marino, just post it all on one thing. Who cares? F them people. Who's gonna,
I know.
Respectfully.
See, my thing is, I go into this rabbit hole where I'm doing all this YouTube research, and like everyone's being like, "Oh, if you really want to grow, you need to niche down and find a certain niche and all that stuff like that." And at the time, I couldn't find anybody else who was like doing multiple stuff,
doing some of everything,
and getting a large following for it. Because like my likes would be all over the place, and like I was kind of like when I first started posting everything, I lost like a whole bunch of people, but then I slowly started to gain some other ones. So
right. And then, so like part of that is, so you got to build your following, whatever, but then they're not going to like, you're doing different stuff or whatever, but New Hype Media is a business that does everything. So I feel like it shouldn't really matter what, like you're just showing your range. You're showing more and more and more and more and more and more and more of what you can do. So like, just like you hand someone your business card saying, I'm a photographer, videographer, and then they only see cars, but then it's like, oh wait, he has portraits, oh wait, he does food, oh wait, he does, oh wait. So like, that's what I was just saying, just do everything, because you're gonna see it, and like, it's not like you're trash. Like, there's a lot of trash people out there that's just like putting out everything, and then like, they got followers too. They got somehow they're getting sponsored and getting stuff as well. So you're actually good. Just do it.
Yeah, so like it took a while, but I finally like you said, he's been saying this since like we first met and realized we were doing all this stuff. But it's like I think it took me all this time going around and around to really finally come to the point where I'm just like, yeah, I shouldn't really care. The one thing I constantly right now need to focus on is like I do need to show more of myself on my page.
Yeah.
They need to show like at least some kind of face behind the company until eventually, in hopes of it getting big, then I can go hide back in my little corner. But that should be like the only consistent thing is like, you know, when someone associates New Hype, they're like, oh, this is Reno, stuff like
and just
that.
post more consistently. Like if you like the Cuban restaurant, that's probably what we should get the next time. We feel like we're doing food.
Oh, true. They should open up another location too.
Yeah, so we're probably food. I don't know how much people actually. My friends and stuff are gonna be like, yeah, man, that was kind of good. Whatever. We could do more food stuff.
Oh,
I don't
food
know
on the podcast.
I don't know if we're gonna make it that often of a reoccurring segment. I love eating.
I don't know who doesn't love eating.
I love eating. Some people don't really care for it like that. It sounds crazy to like really think about it like that, but some people really, they're like, I mean, it's food.
No, I love trying new places.
Yeah,
anybody can get it. Like, yo, it's this new restaurant. Let's go try it out.
Anybody could get it. All you foods could get it at least one time, except for like testicles and that weird stuff. I'm not on that type of time.
Okay. I didn't know where you go with this. But yeah, if you guys have like suggestions of like food places that we can try out on the podcast, please comment down below.
But yeah, like his YouTube channel. Just post. Like one day is a card, next day is a portrait, next day is a music video, or like however you have it set up, just do it or whatever. Just do it.
Just do it. Like Nike. Just do it.
Well, the post was like Nike didn't say just try it. It said just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Nice. Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we talked a lot. I'm pretty sure we're like over an hour. It's probably like a long podcast, but it's whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't think I have any more questions for the photographer, the videographer.
Well, definitely. I do have a couple of questions, but I'll probably say that for the next podcast. I know you talking about wanting to get a camera.
Yeah, I need to.
Your wife likes photography and stuff too.
Yeah, she kind of wants to get one. She posts like on my vision board or whatever. I was like, I need to get a vlogging camera because it's kind of annoying. Like if I have to go to an event or like we went to FL2K, but my family didn't come with me. I'm recording on my phone. Now my phone's dead, and I'm about to make this drive back. And they're like, "Where are you at?" And it's like, I mean, I'm on my way back. But I can tell you that because.
What happened to that GoPro thing that you told me about like a year ago?
I don't like the audio on it. I mean, I guess I could use it, but I don't like the audio on it. It sounds fishbowl-y or
audio wasn't that bad. I think I use I'll show you the vlog when we in this that I was working on, but it was like I think he had the Hero 7, I think it was, and it wasn't that bad. It was pretty clear. He didn't have anything attached to it. It just Sure, audio wasn't that bad.
Or if I just use those and don't get another camera and sit on it.
Those are cheaper. I think the Hero 8's like, or 9's like $400.
And I'm kind of like Marino as well, because like, in this, it's like everyone's like just put out stuff, like the bare, like once you get all through the technical stuff, it's like just put out content. That's all you have to do, because like if you put yourself in this way early on and like, oh, I'm just gonna get some random stuff from them, then like, that's just what they're gonna expect. But like, I did race videos for a very long time, right?
I remember that, yeah.
So like, all my race videos are pretty good for how small my channel is relative to the numbers, and like people watch all the way through. If you look at that, because like when you want to get monetized, that's how you get paid.
Yeah, watch time.
The watch time and everything, right? So I'm like, oh, it's not, I'm tracking to be monetized if, I keep this up or whatever. But like if I drop like a vlog style video or whatever, it does not do what it does. So then I'm like, man, bump this. I want to do that.
Yeah, I feel like vlogs, like, they have to be interested in you.
Yeah, and I'm not
to really get to the point where they sit there and watch the whole thing or watch majority of it.
And I'm not the faking person. Like, I'm like putting on or whatever. Like, oh, what's up, guys? We're back with another one, another crazy video today. You guys can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Yeah. And yeah, I'm not a clickbait person. I'm none of that. Hey man, we got Pikachu on the couch. Period. Like,
boom.
People would be like, guess what I got behind here? And then I gotta watch 10 minutes of videos to figure out that Pikachu was just behind there the whole time.
Nah, we not hiding nothing.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person.
What it is.
So, yeah. I think we should wrap this up. Do you have any words for the people?
Nah, just do what you do. Do what you love. Don't F everybody else, like Mike said.
Yeah, we don't care about them people.
Put it out.
Look yourself in the mirror right now. Quote these words from Baby Keem. I'm sexy and blessed. We out of here.
Peace.